Go ahead, Ron.
Hey guys, Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute. Ron Musgraves, Contractors First, guys. I am here with Barry Little, who needs no introduction except he's not here. But look at that, he's got there Mr. Worldwide. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love how the thing, now zooms in on you and closes in. Did you see that when you sat down? It was kind of funny. Wide angle, then you sat down and it focused in on you. That was pretty good. All this AI, man, it's getting crazy. It's even, look, you see that? Isn't that something? Just focuses you right in the picture and the whole 9 yards. Guys, this is a new thing we're doing tonight. Anthony couldn't come on tonight about the Chicago show. I want to make a mention of the Chicago show. I want to make a mention of the Florida show. Those are the two events. Barry and I are going to have an announcement here really soon. We don't know when, but we're going to be doing another free show in between these two free shows. So you got April, you got the Chicago show. In November, you got the Florida show. It's going to be we're going to be doing some wild stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun doing this stuff. And we got a new podcast. Can you see it now, Barry?
No, I can't see it. Sorry.
It's a Meat and Potatoes podcast. I was telling Barry before the show, I did this 2 seconds. I got this image right here, and here we go. The Meat and Potatoes podcast. So, what time is it by you now? 8 o'clock?
Man, right now I'm on Central Standard Time. It is 8:06. Yes.
8:06. 8:06. 6:07 here.
So yeah, dude. So guys, what we're doing is a Meat and Potatoes podcast. So what we're going to do is going to be taking a subject each week and diving into it, the meat and potatoes of it. Not what we think, not what our opinion is, but the actual meat and potatoes of it. And we're going to be getting feedback, and we want to
be opinion driven because everybody's got an opinion, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got
it. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. That's what I was about to get to. Yeah, we're going to be. It's going to be a topic like it may be chemical injection, it may be surface cleaners, it may be pricing, it may be whatever.
Man, I want to mention this, man. You can't see this, but this is that mastermind thing. And I was just thinking about this, right? You were on the podcast last night, and Luke was on there. He's 22 years old. And I'm telling you, man, he came up with a genius idea on these, putting the customers' logos on them and giving them a Yeti or a Walla or a Stanley or, whatever age group the customer is. Because, I always try to tell people, know who you're selling to, right? You got to know who you're selling to. Predominantly, and you probably have found this out, third-party property managers are primarily females, It's funny, maintenance engineers and things like that, predominantly males,
Females.
And you gotta know who it is you're selling to. And older people, the older gals may like the Stanleys. Everybody likes a Yeti, but the Owalas might be for the younger people. The bottom line is these are the type of things we're going to cover, from sales to application of actually washing, doing it. Barry's going to do some things. He's basically the guy that washes gas stations. I mean, how many gas stations do you think you've washed? How many millions of feet?
Total since I've been doing it? Oh my gosh. There's no telling, Ron. I mean, you got to figure we've been doing it multiple days a week for 11 years, man. I mean, there's no telling. And that's just gas stations. That's not talking about municipalities. That's not talking about other commercial properties. That's not talking about hundreds of miles of sidewalks. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And guess what, guys? On this Meat and Potato podcast, you're welcome to drop suggestions on what you would like us to talk about. We want engagement in this. This is going to be community driven.
I'm going to talk about something tonight. I can't believe you can't see that. You cannot see that?
Here's the thing. I'm on my phone. I'm not on my
Okay.
desk.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
set my MacBook up.
Well,
Next week, I'll be able to see
Barry,
everything.
I want to show them what the Meat and Potatoes podcast is. So this was a sales class today that I taught, and I usually do this on Wednesday mornings. I did it this morning at 10 a.m. Phoenix time, which is Mountain time. Phoenix, we don't change time, so everybody always goes, you always say your own time zone. Well, when everybody else changes time zones, we don't change. So we always stay the same time, so we don't ever change time. The bottom line is, this is a lesson that I gave this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and run through this and give you guys the briefing of this. Will give you an idea of what the Meat and Potatoes podcast is going to be like. This here is an example of commercial pricing systems, okay? And Barry's a big system guy, and I wanted you to know this. Trevor Steele is a big systems guy, and later on I think he's set up for a few weeks from now. We're going to be doing a Meat and Potatoes podcast with him on how to build systems, because this guy is the guy that builds systems in our industry, and he's big on systems, and he loves to talk about it. So we're going to get guys on the Meat and Potato podcast. We're going to basically get these guys on there, and we're going to specifically go over that topic that night. So it's going to be a schedule out in advance. You guys can know to tune in. If it's something you guys don't want to watch, if it's how to spray, how to shoot soft wash gun, and you guys are not interested in that, hey, don't tune in. If you are, do tune in. But like this here is an example of what I taught this morning on commercial pricing. And here's the other thing. I'm going to run over this. Barry may not agree with me, and he's been doing this a lot of years. You don't have to agree with me. There is always more than one way to skin a cat. And yes, I'm a firm believer that if you can be efficient and you can do something safely and you can achieve the same goals, but you do it a different way, hey, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just about ready to say last night in that podcast, I learned something from a 22-year-old kid. You know what I mean? So there is always a need in this industry that you're continually getting better, continually learning new things. And sometimes, it's like that old cliche, right? It's, sometimes when you're in front of your stuff all the time, you don't see what's wrong because you can't see it. You need a fresh set of eyes on some things. So Barry, this is how I price things, and you might think it's crazy, but parking garages are always by spaces. Community management, always by doors. Retail shopping center, GLA or GLS, gross leasable area, gross leasable foot. And then Fortune 500 is not necessarily gas stations, but Olive Gardens, all the publicly traded companies that build things like cookie cutters. And we'll just use this as an example because it's the 15th largest retailer in the country. Walgreens. We are not going to take an RFP, request for proposal, for 200 Walgreens and go look at 200 Walgreens. No. There's no reason to. They are all the same footprint. And if there is an anomaly, it's out of that 200, it's 2 stores, maybe 2 stores. And we'll deal with that when we come to it, but no one's going to go out and lay eyes on 200 stores before you go do them. It's absolutely the most ridiculous thing. And I don't know if Barry will tell you this, but once you have a store on a reoccurring maintenance, and this is letting the cat out of the bag, a Walgreens that might be an initial cleaning could take 6 hours. A gas station could take 10 hours. But a Walgreens that's on monthly maintenance is 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. That's all it is to do the flat work around a Walgreens. And that includes the dumpster, compactor, rear area, and the front sidewalk. The bottom line is when you're doing something on a regular basis and it's reoccurring, it's that same old analogy that, hey, if you don't do your dishes for a week, You're there for 45 minutes on Saturday trying to do the dishes. Same with the laundry. Laundry that takes you 45 minutes, maybe every other day. If you just pile it up for 2 weeks, you might spend all day on Saturday doing the laundry, okay? It's the same situation with any of these reoccurring accounts. If they're kept clean, they stay clean, and you can operate and do them much more efficiently and much more effectively. That's the whole reason people do reoccurring washing, because they don't ever want to be in the situation that maybe they once were in, because they wash their place for a year, 6 months, 2 years, hell, sometimes 3 years. What do you think of that? What do you think of my pricing system, Barry? Go ahead.
That's exactly how we do it. We don't go out and price 250 different gas stations. I mean, it would take forever to do that. We always average them out. You know, they're about the same footprint. We average them out. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. That's part of the relationship where the vendor and the client win some and lose some. It's a relationship. That's what it's about. So there's going to be smaller locations. There's going to be bigger locations. But once you dial that in correctly, you take your time down. You know where to park your truck, how to get in and out, how long it's going to take, how good the water flow is. It all comes down to systems. And like Ron said, when you're pricing that big, the last thing that a property manager or director of facilities wants to have is 50,000 different prices for everything. One price across the board for each section. That is a win every single time in my book.
Super, man. Super duper.
Can I just do a shameless plug real quick? I want to thank Craig for F9 sending this to me. Now, listen, talk about systems. This groundskeeper, we're going to be doing a video of this. We're going to be using our normal caustic degreaser, and then we're going to be going it over with the groundskeeper here Friday. So I'll be dropping a video on that. And what Ron was telling me about the groundskeeper is it's great around metal doors and aluminum and stuff like that, and stainless, so it does not stain. Correct, Ron? Take it away.
Anodized aluminum. Most of the storefront material, and any painted surfaces and glass. Regular aluminum, no. But most of the storefront curtain, you know, that they use for glass is all anodized. It's all anodized.
Right. So we're going to be doing some content on that.
We didn't have a picture of one of those doorways that are jacked up from mostly caustic cleaners. So,
yep.
And we'll maybe get Andy Vickers on here, the Dragon Master, because Andy, his chemical, because of the high alkalinity, can correct those problems that people get into when they destroy a doorway. And his I hate to say, I don't like the word chemical. His solutions actually do a really good job. Why do we want to not use the word chemical? Why do you want to get that out of your head? Just out of curiosity. Why do you think that, Barry? I mean, I know you know why, but.
Well, listen, chemical, just the way it sounds. A chemical,
sounds
like
scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, like chemicals, chemical burn. What's chemical burn? Hey, and listen, Ron, and you know, Ron says this, and it's legit, man. If you clean with caustic, and you got kids running around with flip flops, you're asking for trouble, right, Ron?
Yeah, you're asking for a lawsuit, and you're going to be out of business probably. You know, I mean, there's no way you're not going to be. I mean, no amount of insurance money would, you know. That's the other thing. I want to get an insurance expert on here. Guys think that you're covered when you're for stupidity. You're not covered for stupidity, guys. I mean, an insurance guy will tell you that, yeah, we're going to tell you that when we sell you the policy. But at the end of the day, when you go and jack some glass up with a chemical and you destroyed $30,000 worth of glass or metal or something like that, they're going to say, well, wait a minute. How did that happen? Well, I used the wrong thing on it. Well, guess what? They're not going to cover that.
They're not. But I'm excited, Ron, about this podcast. Man, there's so many hundreds of topics we can dive into. Man, we're going to dive into everything, and I'm excited to spearhead this with you, my friend.
I made one prompt for this logo here, the meat and potatoes pie. I'll send it to you after I'm done, or you can watch it. But
All right.
it's so silly. We're going to incorporate your name and my name in the logo. But hey, other than that, man, that was how stupid that was, and it is sometimes that stupid. Let me look at this. Let's see if I can do a screen share on this. Oh, there it is. There it is. I built it. That's right there on. I did that right on AI, and there's my prompt so everybody can see that. Meat and Potatoes podcast. Please make me an image. That's how simple that was. And all these guys out there that are not using this, it's silly not to be. It really is. It's absolutely silly not to be. And there it is, Barry.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, there it
now.
is. I just prompted it. Meat and Potatoes podcast. Make me an image.
That's cool, dude.
And that's what it came
That's
up
cool.
with right there. In literally 2 seconds. Hang on a second, man, just so I can see this. And let's see. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see if it does this. Let's see if it does it for me. Let's see what it comes up with. Of course, when I'm asking it to do it on demand, of course, it probably won't be as perfect. But I just asked it to incorporate our names in there, Barry. Let's see if it does it.
Okay.
Let's watch these guys here live and see how quickly it comes up with something. Let's see.
Next week I'll have the studio set up, so we will have to be fumbling with the camera.
This is my makeshift studio right here, man. I mean, this is it. This is it. But guys, while you're out there, Barry and Ron's Meat and Potato podcast.
That's cool. I like it.
Hey, guys, if you're not, this is the thing, if you're not using AI, you're silly. I mean, this is absolutely silly.
Hey,
Silly.
Ron, and if we're grilling outside, we gotta have one of these. keep the flies off the meat.
Well, hey, Barry, we said we were going to keep it short tonight. We'll keep it short. And there it is. There's the Dragon Master. Hey, Andy, are you going to commit to doing one about your solutions, your dragon juice? We'd love to have you on at a future date. I got things worked out till about all the way through April, so it would have to be May. But we'd love to get you on here, man. Lots of knowledge from Mr. Vickers, for sure.
Yes. His chemical is great for cleaning galvanized metal.
Absolutely. It'll restore it and bring it back to life. And it's the best thing that I've ever seen on asphalt. The best. And that's important because when you get done with these gas stations, people don't realize that. You got all that stuff that came off the pad. 9 times out of 10 in most gas stations in Phoenix, it's asphalt around the pad. It's not concrete. In Texas, they're all concrete. Everything's solid concrete in Texas. How is it in Alabama and Kentucky? Is it mostly?
It's a mixture. They're going more towards concrete. Now. So good girl.
What do you like better? I like asphalt better off the pad.
I like asphalt better. But asphalt hides more. It can hide more asphalt versus concrete. Obviously, when we get some new, when we're doing a lot of new gas stations, especially new ones that are, we end up having to basically not surface clean, but obviously
rinse it. You have to rinse the whole thing.
because everything's going to show. It's like a brand new white T-shirt versus the asphalt.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. And that's why I like that. That was the reason I liked asphalt more. It is a little bit more forgiving when you're doing the water.
It is more forgiving.
And what a lot of people don't know, they're not paying for the concrete beyond the pads. They're not paying for it.
There's only a couple. Yeah, there's only a few stations that do that, and it's very far in between.
And they do have black concrete, and that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay.
And he will let us know.
Okay.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Well, that's it, man. And look, now we've got the new logo.
That's it.
It only took 2 seconds, Wait a minute. There was the old logo. There's the new logo.
Hey Ron, when we do a live in-person podcast, which we'll do in the future, we got to pull in the grill and have the meat and
We'll
potatoes.
eat some meat and potatoes right there, man. Right there.
That's it,
All
right
right.
there. Some
Well,
shish kebabs.
Hey Barry, you take us out tonight, man, because this we got this show together. It's a mutual thing. You take us out tonight. I'm out, guys. Barry's gonna take us out. You do it.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, make sure you mark your calendars. We're going to be going every week with the meat and potatoes. If you have any recommendations or topics you would like to talk about, dive into, drop them below. Make sure to like, make sure to share, and make sure to follow. All those three things. We'll see you next time when we talk about the meat and potatoes.